Hello, my name is Ryan Zachos with Zachos Realty and Design Group here out of Sarasota, Florida. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the pros and cons of maintenance-free communities, and I will even give you a couple that I like here in town. We're going to start with the pros. The pros of maintenance-free communities is one, it is maintenance-free. So it is a big time saver, and especially in the hot, thick, humid heat of the summer, it is nice to not have to worry about the lawn care or the lawn maintenance. Number two is it's a money saver potentially. Now, this does vary. Not every maintenance-free community is made equally. There are some maintenance-free communities that include your lawn maintenance and management. And there are others that even include the roof replacement or pressure washing or painting the exterior. So with these big capital expenses like a roof replacement, this would actually be a cost savings if you end up choosing a community that does manage and control the exterior of the home. Another pro is it's a true community social, cultural feel. You know, people in these communities, they do enjoy being together. The majority of these communities have a community pool, fitness center, bocce ball courts, tennis courts, pickleball courts. They even have often a full-time manager that does manage the social events, the community events, the programs, the clubs, all the different things that these communities can offer. So it is nice to be able to enjoy the pool with a friend that lives down the street, and there isn't definitely a social aspect to these communities that is a pro. Another pro is going to be the quality control. It's nice that you don't have to be the bad guy, be the bad neighbor, and not appreciate how someone manages their house down the street. We know that it's going to be controlled, being that it's maintenance free. There is going to be someone that is telling people how and when they need to do different things to make sure the house keeps the appearance. The next thing is security. A lot of these communities do have gates, and if they're not gated, sometimes they have security actually on staff that can help. And then a lot of these communities even have better crime rates than the actual communities outside of these communities as well. The next is the ability to travel. It is nice being maintenance free that you don't have to think about, okay, my lawn needs to be cut on this day, or there's different elements to the exterior maintenance that you don't have to worry about, so you can feel free to travel for months on end and know that your house is being taken care of. Now I'm going to dive into the cons. The fees. So these fees can be very low a monthly fee to a very high monthly fee. A lot of these fees dictate a little bit on what is actually involved in the maintenance free. Is the roof one thing that is going to be replaced when it needs to be replaced? Is it just the lawn? Is it just community grounds? What do you get amenity wise? All these things dictate the fees, but the fees is a hot topic, and some people don't like that, and some people like the value they can get out of those fees. Other things is the demands. Obviously, you can be, hey, you need to pressure wash your sidewalk out front. You need to pressure wash your driveway. Some of these communities, they don't do that for you. They require you to do that, but then they demand all these things of you in those communities. The next thing is restrictions. Some people want a boat that they can park in the driveway. Some people want a garden out back, and some people want to paint their house a different color. These cannot happen in some of these communities. There are some communities that have looser restrictions, but for the most part, any maintenance-free community is going to have greater restrictions than if you were in like a non-deed restricted community. The last thing I'm going to touch on are the choices. A lot of these communities, they're kind of homes developed by one builder, so you get to choose a handful of color palettes, a handful of interior finishes. So the choices that you get in designing your home are a little limited compared to a home that you might have bought in a community that's not a maintenance-free community. A lot of these homes look and feel the same. Some people that bothers, some people it doesn't, but that is a con in my opinion with maintenance-free communities. Now, just touching on a little bit, we've seen there's a big wide variety. When people think maintenance free, they think, lawn care. Some people think the roof replacement. Some people think amenities. There's a great variety of what people are deeming maintenance free. I kind of wanted to touch on just the general aspects of that today. And there are a couple communities in the area that I do want to recommend. In Lakewood Ranch, there are a handful of maintenance free communities. Even within the communities or the neighborhoods themselves, there's these little villages. So, country Country Club of Lakewood Ranch actually has some maintenance-free villages in the community. The Lake Club has some maintenance-free villages within the community. Esplanade's another great maintenance-free community. So there's a couple there. Palmer Ranch is another planned development all the way in South Florida, and Palmer Ranch has a handful of maintenance-free communities as well. Sarasota proper doesn't really have a ton of single-family home maintenance-free communities, but there are townhomes, condos, things like that that are maintenance-free if you're looking for that. So I hope you have your answers question in this video, and if you have any more questions, I would love to be a resource for you. So please reach out, comment below, and I would love to touch base. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.